Good morning, everyone. This is meteorologist Shane Hinton hopping onto our social media platforms to give you an updated look at your forecast. The time is just turning 7:45 on your Thursday morning. I hope you're staying safe and trying to stay warm as best as you can out there. I am going to get started in the next couple of moments. What we're going to be talking about is the current radar, also the active winter storm warning, any updates in regard to that, and also when we can expect drier and warmer weather to arrive. So let's go ahead and dive into it. You're currently taking a look at the radar loop since overnight. We had a pretty impressive swath of freezing rain and drizzle move through the area, in addition to some scattered showers and storms. Maybe even woke a few people up this morning with some rumbles of thunder. Now, the predominant portion of the freezing rain and drizzle was really along and mostly west of I-35, and the storms were along the I-35 corridor on the eastern side out toward the coastal plains. Let's take a look at your current temperatures. I'll take these full for you. You can see that many areas have now finally risen above warming. We're talking Austin, Camp Mabry, that's at 33 degrees. Similar conditions in Lockhart, Giddings, Cameron. They're dealing with a cold rain right now. Georgetown, unfortunately, you're still sitting at freezing. And in Williamson County overall, you have a mixture. You have freezing rain and drizzle on the western portion of the county. And on the eastern side, you have more of that cold rain we were talking about. Also tracking probably our heaviest amounts of freezing rain or drizzle out in the hill country. We're talking in portions of Mason, just the tiniest sliver of northwest Llano County, and also the northwest portion of Gillespie County. Temperatures will be on the rise throughout the day. Right now, we'll give you a little bit more of a detailed look in regard to some of those temperatures. Still holding on to the upper 20s in Harper, 32 in Mason, 33 in Kingsland, and 32 in Johnson City. Along the I-35 corridor, we finally warmed up to 34 degrees out at the airport, 33 in Driftwood, but still below freezing in Kyle. But don't worry, you'll be warming up shortly. Along the I-35, the coastal plains region, we're noticing temperatures closer to the mid-30s range. These will also continue to climb throughout the day. Now, we do still have a winter storm warning in effect for the I-35 corridor, hill country, and portions of Milam County. The only area of the hill country that is not included in this winter storm warning is Mason County. And when I said Milam County, I mean all of Milam County is under that winter storm warning until 10 o'clock this morning. In fact, actually, it does look like Milam County, an update for you all right now, that warning will be in effect until 9 o'clock this morning. So that's some great news for all of you. You'll also probably notice that the winter weather advisory that was in effect for the coastal plain communities, that has actually been dropped. So that's some great news for us here on this morning. We're slowly seeing these improvements. What we can expect throughout the rest of the day is a gradual warming trend. It's not going to be warm by any stretch of the imagination. Still going to be cold, but at least it's not going to be freezing for most of us. You will notice that we will still be dealing with a cold rain, maybe even a little bit of light freezing rain and drizzle for the hill country throughout the next couple of hours. By 9:30, we'll be dealing with mostly rain. By around lunchtime, most of the rain has moved out of here. All areas should hopefully be above freezing at that point in the mid to upper 30s for the afternoon. We could see some wraparound moisture from an area of low pressure that's going to be to our north. That could bring a few sprinkles for some of our northern counties, but I'm not really tracking any travel implications with this, if anything at all. It'd just be a cold nuisance of a rain. Wouldn't be heavy and nothing severe. Temperatures overnight tonight will drop to a light freeze. I'm thinking for most, or at least right around it. Go ahead and plan for a light freeze to be safe, though. I think that means we could be dealing still with some slick roadways on Friday morning for anything that's not able to fully evaporate or melt. As we make our way into Friday afternoon, though, I'm seeing sunshine and temperatures in the mid-50s, which feels like it's been the longest week ever so far, and we haven't really gotten the sunshine in quite some time. In regard to additional ice accumulation, I think the accumulating part of it is really kind of starting to wind down. The bulk of it was really achieved last night when we had the potential for a glaze up to 2/10 of an inch, and we did see some light accumulation in the hill country and even maybe portions of the I-35 corridor in Williamson County. Your hourly forecast in regards to temperatures and rainfall chances shows that we are going to see them eventually climb into the lower 40s as you make your way to Camp Mabry. We'll hold on to the cloud coverage for a majority of the day, though. I think hopefully we should get a little bit more clarity as we make our way into the overnight period. Area-wide, we're still trending a little over 20 degrees above average or below average, I should say, out at Camp Mabry. 64 is where we typically climb, and we're only talking about 42 today, but maybe a touch warmer in Lockhart and San Marcos. If you're out there in the hill country, upper 30s would be warm considering that you've been sitting in the upper 20s the past several days. Overnight lows, this is the part that I'm concerned about. Temperatures could still drop to a light freeze. We're talking upper 20s to lower 30s. Camp Mabry, I have you at 33 degrees. Go ahead and still plan plan for a light freeze because that threshold is so close, but overall mostly clear and dry. That's the important part here. High temperatures over the next 5 days. You'll notice they are on the incline. In fact, will be above average by the time the back half of the weekend arrives, where we're talking just shy of 70 degrees. And if you'd like some 70-degree weather, you don't have to wait too long. In fact, I think we'll actually achieve that on Monday. Now look at the 7-day forecast. It does show that we are going to be tracking another cold front. Don't worry, it's not arriving until the middle of next week, and more importantly, we are not expecting this one to bring any wintry precipitation, and you notice that temperatures only dip into the mid-60s for Wednesday. Obviously, we still have a lot of time to have to iron out this portion of the forecast, as forecast models are not entirely in agreement on everything here, but for the most part, what you need to know: freezing rain and drizzle moving out of here later today. In fact, later this morning. And we will eventually get the sunshine back for tomorrow. It'll be a great way to end our work week. I know many people still without power. We will have an update from Austin Energy at around 9 o'clock this morning that will be airing on KVUE, and we'll continue to also keep you updated on air and online. I know many people without power aren't able to get those televised updates, so we'll make sure to keep you posted on KVUE.com. You can also get all updates on the KVUE News app, which is free to download in the App Store as well. Till I see you again, stay safe, stay smart. Most importantly, please stay kind and be wise out there, you guys.